The Book of Changes, I Ching, says, one yin, one yang. That is the Tao. Everything in life has two sides. Just as water can carry a boat or capsize it, there are three things in life that can either lift you up or bring you down. If used wisely, they become powerful allies, but if you let them control you, they'll likely lead to negativity and perhaps a lifetime of regret. These three are obsession, habit, and environment. 1. Empty the obsessions in your heart. Most people only see the chaos and differences in how things develop, each following its own path. But those who follow the Tao, the way, they look directly into the root of things. That's why the ancient sage Lao Tzu once said, "Keep to the utmost emptiness, hold firm to stillness." This means, quiet your heart and don't let desire cloud your mind. You must let go of inner attachments so that desires don't cloud your heart. Listen carefully. When a person has little power, authority, or status, their desires are little. But as your influence grows, your desires begin to stir and cause trouble. You start caring about brand labels on your clothes, appearances, and showing off. That's how your desires grow, gradually clouding the mind. Originally, you could see things clearly, but when desire takes over, your vision blurs and your judgment becomes confused. To empty yourself isn't easy. It's a gradual process of reducing and releasing desire. Humans can't be entirely without desire, so you must lessen it step by step. Spend your lifetime learning to slowly let go. Release what you cling to. Remember, letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop clinging. You learn to see things as they are, not as your ego wants them to be. Reducing attachment takes time. It's a lifelong practice. But every time you release one obsession, you regain a piece of inner freedom. Nowadays, people grow more attached as they grow older, and even the young are deeply attached. Those in the middle don't even know what they're attached to. That's why it's an age of universal obsession. It's painful and unnecessary. 2. Cultivate good habits. Correct bad ones. Human beings are creatures of habit. Our whole life is about forming good habits. Everything else is secondary. In fact, our habits shape our destiny far more than we realize. Human nature is innate and similar among us, but habits are acquired, and that's where we differ. Since ancient times, everything has changed except human nature. People rely on the unchanging aspects of human nature to adapt to ever-changing circumstances, adopting different strategies and behaviors which form distinct habits. Habits arise from our human weaknesses and also serve to satisfy them. Weakness can become strength, or it can lead to downfall. Good habits turn weakness into strength, while bad habits turn weakness into flaws. So, the strategies you choose and the habits you form, that's what defines you. For example, someone used to casual clothes may feel uncomfortable in formal attire. Once a person becomes used to a relaxed state, tightening up again feels painful. So don't let your body get too comfortable. Once you grow lazy, it's hard to regain discipline. You must train yourself, both physically and mentally. Keep your spirit free, but let your body build endurance. Allow yourself to experience some hardship, as it strengthens you for the long road ahead. If you can stand, don't sit. If you can sit, don't lie down. Let your body experience some struggle. Walk a little further. Sit a little straighter. Rise a little earlier. To live is to endure refinement and pressure. Otherwise, you'll have no resilience. Today, life brings greater pressure than ever. Without inner endurance, collapse is only a matter of time. 3. Learn to adapt to your environment. As the Chinese saying goes, those close to vermilion turn red, those close to ink turn black. In other words, the people we surround ourselves with shape who we become. When we stay close to virtuous individuals, goodness follows. But if we mix with corrupt or negative influences, we risk being pulled astray. It illustrates how much a person is influenced by their environment. Never underestimate the power of environment. If a person lives in a corrupt setting, yet remains upright and pure, that's admirable. But personal virtue alone isn't enough. If the greater environment never improves, that person's path will remain difficult. So how do we adapt to various environments while continue to grow? We must develop the ability to adjust flexibly. The best way is this: observe more, listen more, understand first, then adapt, improve, and finally, create. When you see more, hear more, and ask more questions, you don't just learn what's good, you also learn to recognize what's harmful, allowing you to prevent problems before they arise. But remember, this means observing more, listening more, and asking more questions while speaking less. As the saying goes, too many words often lead to mistakes. In life, careless words can easily cause misunderstanding or harm. You might speak without bad intent, but others may take it to heart, and once spoken, words cannot be taken back. Speaking rashly may bring momentary satisfaction, but once the impulse fades, what remains is often regret and pain. However, speaking less doesn't mean saying nothing. That would be an overcorrection. When you've seen clearly and thought it through, then you speak. Your words will hit the mark, calm, measured, and meaningful. That's how you gain respect, and how wisdom reveals itself.